This video is a MGTOW video, and I'm going to tell you one thing. I've been listening to another number of videos, but these ones anyways that I mentioned, were from recordings from the Tom Leykis radio show, which was basically aired in the Los Angeles, California. And of course, even as an advocate, but even as an advocate, I got curious exactly of it. But seeing that I am single and seeing that I am, if you want to call it the male persuasion, be of course the male gender, um, I have wanted to, just out of curiosity and logic, of course. Nothing in the base of control or what have you. Although it is seen as a type of control. Of course, the one I'm referring to is with Tom Leykis. Although I don't know if he's still doing his same radio show that's been recorded and put on YouTube. He had a number of segments, a good number of segments, but um, I'd say there was one in particular that was recorded and maybe essentially put it on various different levels of video recording. I'm sure it was the same with others, but this one I found to be very fascinating, as Buck would say. And that is that with the fact that women have their own little ways about them, it it got me intrigued in the sense that I would like to try it and see if it's an actuality, to where in Tom Leykis' version, without using any physical harm, he mentioned there is no physical harm done to the females in question, whoever they may be, that it would be done to. Be that of course no physical harm, even concerning with weaponry such as broken bottle, knife, sledgehammer, what have you else, or even hand or fist. But it had to do with the fact that in Tom Leykis' belief, although I still have yet to find out if that's an actuality, where women like to be treated like shit. Whether this is true or not, I have yet to find out if it is, and if it is at all effective for the guy or the male in question, whoever tries it, but without any harm to the female, to the woman essentially, at any age. Be that of course from teenage on up till 20, 30, 40 years old, as well, besides 18 and 19 to start with, if not 17. Mm. But the one thing is, I'm gonna be honest with you, I am intrigued on even trying. shown no disrespect to the female gender, because obviously on the radio show there was a number of women that called and had no misgivings about it. Although there was maybe a very small number that had some misgivings about it. But the ones that didn't seemed to be more favorable to Tom Leykis. Be that, of course, it would be shown to be effective, but yet, one thing: is it full? Is it truly fully effective with all, or is there only a particular number of females that it's only effective on and towards, or is it effective on practically every female out there? Yes, I know you've heard me say that there's the female gender is majorly more than illogical, especially the way they treat men, which is true. Of course, what Tom Likas had the essential so-called theory or proof seemed to be working for a number of people, even a number of his callers and listeners, according to what I heard on the video of Tom Likas' radio show. Um, Concerning, of course, how to treat women, essentially like shit. Essentially, like I said, how to treat women like shit. Again, without using any physical harm of any sort at any level. Yeah, I know I may not have thought of it before, but I've gotten intrigued on it. And I'm not gonna mince words or even lie about it, because I'm being honest here with you. Those who have tried it mention it and how you came about performing the particular thing below on the comment section, below the screen, below the video screen. And of course, if there's any women out there that are localized within my area, of course, um, and would want it to be even attempted on, see if it's an actuality, see if it actually can happen. Although I'm not gonna say it won't, it's not able to. I'm not gonna say it's not able to, essentially, and I'm not gonna say that it is able to, because the whole thing could have been employed. But at the same time, I'm not gonna even say it was employed either, until I actually see that if it's actually effective or not. But again, like I said, the callers sounded like even the number of the female callers seemed to be more acclimated towards the aspect that it is effective and that it is more than possible for it to happen to the female gender. But is it possible for every guy that hasn't even attempted to even try it to a female or on a female, essentially, to where it's actually effective, to where she's basically, shall we say, trained, but not really in a negative sense? Although in some respect to many females it could be seen as negative, which I do understand in a psychological sense, and of course in an advocate sense. As you know, many of you know that have watched my videos know that I am an advocate. but also at the same time I'm a single advocate, a single male, and of course I do my own aspect of advocating. But again, getting back onto the fact of the Tom Leykis how to treat women like shit. I heard of how it's done, and I've heard many women on his radio show that call in and say it is 100% effective, and they seem to be okay with it. And then, of course, there's a number of ones that have again some misgivings about it, that claim that it shouldn't be done to females. Yeah, it's wrong to do that to females. But it's okay to but so that would generally mean okay, it's okay for the female to practically take the guy for everything he has through in the divorce, even without a prenup. But it's not okay for a guy to do something that's not psychologically harmful to the female, not physically harmful to the female. Those that have misgivings need to really examine their thought process on that. Because, like I said, there's no physical harm, there's no psychological harm to the female, there's no emotional harm to the female while the particular thing is being done. It is it is seen as a non-harmful, non non health risk and non illogical process or action, or basically both. But again, I have yet to find out if it would actually be more than possible for it to happen. Even though I've heard many people call into Tom Leykis' radio show and say it is effective and possible. I will do another MGTOW video like this one, and let you know what I find out once I find out if it is or isn't. And as you noticed, there was no music in the beginning of this video. I can I I decided not to put any music on this one, like I had on at least maybe like one of the other ones. Have a good day.